안녕하세요. 저희는 미국인들이 살이 찌는 이유에 대해서 영어 버전으로 여러분들께 설명해 드리겠습니다. Today we will talk about why Americans gain weight even when they eat organic food. Why America's obesity rate is high. First reason is I started eating more than I used to. People don't cook well at home. I eat outside a lot. Experts say that when you eat out, you consume 20 to 40% more calories than when you eat at home. And serving sizes have increased in the 1950s. On average hamburger by around weight 100 gram. The average in the 2018, the average size increased by around 3 times to 340 gram. The average calorie intake for American in the 1970s was 2,109 calories. In 2010, it increased to 2,568 calories. Recently, it has reached over 3,000 calories, and the lack of physical activity, including major cities like New York, you need a cart to move around in America. Since everyone moves by car to go to school, work, and everywhere else, people naturally lack physical activity. It's difficult to go grocery shopping if you don't have a car. The concept that arose from this is a food desert. Before I said why America's obesity rate is high and I say the reason. This situations like food desert. Food desert is here is grocery store, but this is my home, and it's so far away. So, with no means of transport like cars coupled with poverty. In such cases, you can't help but have a preference for instant food with long shelf lives. The number of Americans living in the food desert is 23 million. Why America's obesity rate is high? The second reason is because healthy foods are expensive. Coke is cheaper than the water in the US. When you compare the prices of 100 grams of groceries, foods with higher calories don't cost much different compared to vegetables and fruits. Of course, when you think about good health, it'd be better to eat healthier foods. But if your family income is low, it'd be easier to purchase cheaper foods that are high in calories. Why America's obesity rate is high? The third reason is the temptation of marketing. In 2014, food companies spent $1.28 billion on advertising. Over 60% of that was on snack foods and 11% was on fruits and nuts. Also, the regulations of mainstream media don't apply to mobile and online ads. Therefore, on YouTube and other search platforms, salty and sweet foods are overly exposed. So, naturally, the consumption of junk food has increased. Before I said why America's obesity rate is high, and I said the reason. So now on, I said how do Americans maintain healthy eating habits? 40% of people say that they are eating more fruits and vegetables. 29% of people say they are eating less meat. 29% of people say they are eating less of omnivorous foods. 27% of people say they are eating out less. 52% of people say they are eating more home-cooked food. 39% of people said they reduced their food intake. I have a habit of filling my water bottle and drinking it throughout the day. It's more high quality carbohydrates, plant proteins, and unsaturated fats, and less added sugar. I will talk about why America's obesity rate is high. Thank you for listening to my presentation. Bye bye.